Today, School Choice Week kicks off for Denver Public Schools. It happens in other districts about this time every year. Parents are encouraged to check out schools in their neighborhood and beyond, including charter schools, private schools, and virtual education. But the many choices can also cause confusion, stress, even panic for parents. Laura Lefkowitz, a founding member of Park Hill Neighbors for Equity in Education, helps us sort through some of this. And it is something as a parent you think, I always want my child to be in the school that's best for them. But how do you know that you're picking that?
Well, there is no perfect school. Every school has its strengths and its weaknesses, and every child is different. But I would say to parents who are choosing, chill out. You're not going to find the perfect school. And most kids do well in most any kind of school. So it's a little bit of a fallacy to think that you have to search high and low to find the exact right fit for your school.
It's interesting that you say that, because as parents, we accuse our kids of this, that fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Like, is there something better out there? As a parent, you're always thinking, should I be looking at something else?
Right.
Traditionally, in years past, it would be, I go to my neighborhood school.
Yes.
Are we seeing more of that now? And if someone's not satisfied, say, in what they see in the accomplishments or the scores in their neighborhood school, what advice would you give them?
Well, first of all, I would say explore your neighborhood school really carefully before you reject it. There are many advantages to going to your neighborhood school, not just in terms of proximity and so on, but to support your neighborhood, to be part of your community, to help strengthen the schools in your community.
Go to school with, say,
your neighbors,
your neighbor, and know them.
And so on. The other thing is that there's more than test scores. Denver Public Schools has a rating system, a color coding system called the School Performance Framework, that is the really only readily accessible data available to parents when they're choosing a school. But there's lots of problems in terms of whether or not the test scores really tell you what you need to know about a school. Go visit a school, visit more than one school. Talk to parents who have children in the school. Why did they choose the school? What is their child's experience like? Get a sense of what the culture of the school is like, because your own child, even if a school's overall test scores may be low, your own child might do very well in that school. Just because a school's test scores are low doesn't mean that your child's test scores will be low.
Do you think there is one place where you can get a fair analysis? There are so many review sites online, for schools, for stores, for restaurants, everything. Is there a place where you can get reviews of schools?
Most schools have Facebook pages, and many of those have reviews on them, so I would check those out. One of the things that we at Park Hill Neighbors for Equity in Education are working on in Park Hill is to create such a source. We're asking parents, what would you really like to know? We have African American parents, for example, who would like to know how many African American teachers are in the school. People want to know class size. They want to know what kind of extracurricular programs are offered.
Very fair questions.
Right, and there's no easy way to find that out in one central source. We're trying to provide that.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
your advice. It is a stressful time, but parents should know that now is the time. If you're looking at a different school, you have to do it within a certain period. So check into that. For more information, you can attend a School Choice Beyond the Ratings discussion that is happening at the Central Park Recreation Center. It will happen tonight at 6 p.m. Thank you again for coming. We appreciate your expertise.
Thank you.
Ernie?
All right, we'll update you on that breaking news this morning, at least